Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. Today we are playing, let's just a homebrew campaign. We're gonna kill a lich. We're gonna try and kill a lich. Anyways.
Sadly, we're level 1, so the lich is probably going to win.
Oh yeah, so that's why we're gonna have adventures to level up.
Suck it, lich.
So, before we begin, a little bit of backstory. Grum, you are basically a nobleman that is funding this adventure because a group of undead has been ravaging the southern regions, and one of your scholars whom you have basically been paying to research this is Odasto, and he's basically figured out, hey, there was this lich and he might not be dead. So you decided, well, I'll bring it to the council, and then the council's like, yeah, let's go do that. So assemble your party. So Grum, you, and Odasto are like, yeah, let's go get some peeps. So Grum, you knew Guncork as an old war buddy. You've got Esporia going with you because they're basically a bard, and Sylvie is Joe, who's not here right now. So
add me in. I'll do what I can, but yeah, I'm gonna be working on the side here.
Yeah, Joe, you're basically part of the Thieves Guild, but you've come up with some sort of cover story to basically join this adventure. You just figure out what your cover story is. It's like, I'm a dungeoneering expert, and so. And
Why
Erdan...
do you dress like the people who work for the Thieves Guild, then?
Thieves Guild does not
I took it off a corpse.
Okay.
Erdan is a cleric because, I mean, you're fighting a lich. You're probably gonna need a holy man, and that's basically how everyone knows each other. You guys are just about to leave town. You can buy anything if you want at this point. This is just kind of right before you leave. So Grum, you are essentially the head of the adventure. You guys can interact if you want. You may RP. Go.
Oh, so we're in town, right? We can buy stuff.
Yeah, you're about to leave.
Can I buy a donkey?
Those are expensive, actually.
Yeah, those are pretty expensive.
There's a couple.
Are you going to use it as a mount or a dinner?
I don't think you have. I don't think you have enough.
I'm gonna use it to carry my stuff.
A donkey weighs. It costs like about 35
Okay,
gold pieces.
you can hold 200. You can hold 270 pounds.
But my donkey can carry my ale. I gotta get kegs.
But
of
you
ale.
can carry it.
Can I buy a small horse that thinks it's a dog?
Once you get enough money.
God, bring that back again.
Let's see. A mule. Wow, a mule is actually only 8 gold.
Surprisingly affordable.
So yes, you can afford a mule.
Where's my gold? I forgot. Yes, I'm buying a mule.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Subtract 8 gold points, and I will get you a mule token.
Okay, I just double checked, and none of my. I can do this.
You said
with my
subtract 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 now.
How much gold do we start with?
I have 18.
It depends on your background. You start somewhere between like 5 and 15 gold, depending on your background.
Alright. Do you want to give your mule a name?
I can't control him.
I know you can't control it yet.
I don't know what should I name him, guys.
Mule face McMule.
Guncork shows up to the adventure at the appropriate time with a mule.
Don't forget, you're gonna have to buy the saddlebags, the feed, everything else you need to do to keep that thing alive.
It can feast on the flesh of our enemies.
Exactly.
I have some rope.
Let's see.
Okay.
Bit and
I've
bridle.
Got rope and I've got rope and I've got a backpack. I could strap it to him.
No, hold on. You need to give it a... If you want to give it saddlebags, that's 4 gold.
Is your mule like chaotic evil then at that point? It's feasting upon the dead?
To give it some saddlebags, you need 4 gold.
I'm just imagining you going, huh, what does
No,
it
I'm
do?"
just gonna strap my what is it? My barrel of ale to him.
Well, then you need to get a saddlebag or a saddle.
I'm spending.
Pack saddle.
I'm just gonna spend 10 gold to get me a shield because I have shit AC.
So what's the difference in the saddle or the saddlebag?
Saddlebags just hang off to the side. The pack saddle is for a pack animal. You can ride him if you buy a bit and bridle as well. So if you want him to just hold stuff, I would buy the saddlebags.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so how much? Is
So
the
that's
saddlebag?
4 gold.
Okay.
Oh my
Now
god.
I'm down to 6 gold. All right,
And
go
if you
ahead.
want to buy some animal feed, that's 5 copper per day.
5 copper.
Per day. So you're gonna be on an adventure. So you might want to buy some for a few days.
How many silver is a copper? Or
10.
10 silver, 10 copper is 1 silver.
Okay. So and it's 5 per day.
It's
It's
yeah,
it's
5
like
copper
gold.
per day.
Yeah. And
Let's
10
prepare.
copper.
Can I get 6 days worth? So that would be 3 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So you
I'll
would-
just change this down to 6 then. Okay.
Yeah. You would lose 1 gold, but you would have 7 silver and change.
6 days worth of feed. And has a saddle pack.
Yeah, guys, and with my shield, I now have a glorious AC of 12.
He doesn't.
Huzzah.
snap
So
good,
hard
does
to hit.
he?
No. You can snap him if you want me to snap him.
Yeah, just so he snaps.
Alright, he snaps now.
Oh yeah.
Is there a list of wares?
Yeah, let me.
Should be in the player's handbook under chapter 5 equipment.
Yeah, here's the quick and dirty link of most of the stuff.
Just give me the easy.
Thing is, I
Wonky the
looked
donkey.
I looked over this site a few times, and not all the information from the books are there.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the quick and dirty.
The version of this for Pathfinder is a lot better.
The DM, on the other hand, can impersonate.
Where does it tell me how much gold I have? I know it's
Under
random.
your inventory.
Inventory. No, it's slash
EP.
as.
So, is it under coin?
Okay, under coin carried, CP, SP, EP, GP. GP is your gold. Hover over them and they'll tell you.
Holy shit, I have 57?
Shouldn't have
Yeah,
57 on
'cause-
level 1.
He's a noble, and that's essentially the group's stipend.
Okay.
Got it.
So if anyone needed anything, he could lend you some gold.
So I'm basically kind of the fund man.
You're
Yes,
the guy who Yeah, you're the guy who.
you are
the
part of the
coordinating
royal council, so.
Yeah.
Remember, 10% of your income goes to the church.
Good thing that income has already been taxed or tithed.
Wonderful. Okay. I wonder if there's guys, do you think we're gonna have to need any tools? I mean, where are we going? Was this lich?
You guys are heading currently north to an old abandoned town of Shoehorn. I think I called it. But
Okay, we'll
essentially, in order to find the lich, Shoe Grove, sorry. In order to find the lich, you need to find something of value, something personal to the lich, so you can essentially scry the location of him or the phylactery.
Should
So-
we bring some shoes to satisfy the people of Shoehorn?
Shoe Grove, and no.
Are you shoehorning that joke in?
Am I gonna have to start smiting people?
Gosh.
Bring it. I will shoe you.
I feel like I should buy Guncork a flute.
Why?
Maybe he's already got one.
Because he's gonna be riding this stupid donkey.
No, it's not one that I could ride. It's one with just a transporting saddle.
It's
Oh,
a
you-
pack
You
mule.
can't, oh,
It's
you
a
can't
pack
ride
mule.
on it, huh?
Yeah.
No,
He's
so
got
it's
a-
my pack mule.
Pretty much all he has is that has his hands on a lead or some reins, and he's just pulling the donkey along with us.
God.
AKA, he's our carrying bitch. If he needs to carry shit, he's gonna carry it.
Even though Guncork can carry 270 pounds, he
Yeah,
needs a mule.
Hey, somebody's gotta carry my keg when I'm drinking from the other one.
You've only got one right now.
I know, but when I get more later, I'm gonna need someone to carry it, so I'm being prepared now.
Oh gosh.
Obviously.
While this is all going on, Eshpoya is just off to the side, sitting on some stonework, just playing her lyre with a 19.
It is very good music.
Is there anybody here other than tradesmen we can talk to?
City guards.
City guards.
I don't know.
The nobleman, the peasantry, but I mean, you're noble, so.
Get away from me, peasants.
As we're moving along, I'm going to ask one of the city guards if they have any knowledge of this abandoned town. You said the
Shoe Grove.
Yeah.
They just shrug their shoulders. I don't know. Never heard of the place. Maybe ask Bob.
And who might Bob be?
He points to the other guard next to him.
You. So I'm going to repeat the same question to you as I did to your friend. Do you happen to know anything about the abandoned town of Shoe Grove?
He says, I don't know. Ask Robert.
I do kind of like this though, that if you kind of pay attention to the map design, the two guards right here posted on the outside of the checkpoint are actually down in the ditch.
The moat, yeah.
Yeah.
That's new surprise invaders.
Yes, surprise attacks.
You probably want to put it in one down or one up, just to make it a bit more sense to
Yeah.
actually guard the way through.
I just threw him in there as
Well,
placeholders.
Yeah.
So anyways,
thank you
move
very
next.
much for nothing.
Move along, citizen.
Let me do a
I'm no mere citizen. I'm a
Move
nobleman.
along, citizen.
I'm the only nobleman here.
I guess I've heard of this place.
Who?
The place
yes.
they were talking about. The Nat 20.
Shoe Grove was a nice place until the undead appeared. Everything changed when the undead appeared. And they basically ransacked the town hundreds of years ago. You believe it to be the hometown of a certain lich type character. A necromancer. Well, he was a necromancer. And then he became a lich. You've heard of this town.
Alright. Well, do we really need anything else? Does anybody need to buy anything? Do I need to spot anybody? You know.
There's something you can spot for me, but it would be heavily dipping into the funds I don't think anyone would be okay with.
You just bought a shield, right?
A pseudo-studded leather armor would give me one more AC, and that's the best I can do.
Oh my god.
Just move along, citizen.
move along.
You have scales, use those.
Use those.
I mean, losing you wouldn't be a big loss.
Do we have food for
You're
this
just a-
adventure? Is that something we'll have to buy?
Yes.
Are you even-
The cart has food.
The car. Oh, we're going in a cart, huh?
Yes, you see that cart at the edge of town. That is your cart. It has
Even
plenty of
better.
food for the adventure, tents, bedrolls, etc.
I'm ready to move out now that we have this stupid donkey.
Dang it! I accidentally
What
clicked
the
it.
hell? Why can't we see each other's token name? Why can't we see that?
Because you
I
haven't
really wish I-
introduced each other.
I thought we
Oh.
would have because we're, you know.
Yeah, you already told the backstory of how
from the
we're all
backstory
involved.
we weaved.
Yeah, but does Ishporia know who Sylvie is? Does Sylvie know who Guncork is? Grum certainly knows everyone.
You know who Sylvie is?
We should know the name of the guy in our group who hired us.
Of course, everyone knows who Grum is, and Grum knows who everyone is, but everyone doesn't know
I don't
who
see
everyone
Grum's
is.
name.
All I know is one day at the monastery, some crier came in saying a noble
How's
wants us
that?
to kill a lich, and I drew the short straw. I don't know who hired me. I'm just going.
There's a big orc near you. He says, "Meet Guncork!" That is all. Okay, so let's assume
Hi,
everyone just...
I'm Puck.
Well, pretty much, if it's gonna be like this, she's gonna take off her plumed hat and go, Ishporia Virgin, maiden of song.
Alright, that's where everyone can see it. Okay.
You're a she?
Wait, you're a girl?
Couldn't tell.
How come one of you guys? Oh, is that my health bar? I see. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
thought one of the tokens had a health bar on them. And it was
You can
mine
only
was the
see
last
your
thing.
health bar right now. We're gonna try and
Hey,
keep
I
it
can
that
see
way.
names.
Alright. So, now that everyone has introduced each other, you begin to set out, heading north towards Shoe Grove. It is a fairly easy journey. Not much. No bandits. A couple guards here and there.
Going to do a couple of songs while they're there to keep everyone's spirits up, make the traveling go a little bit nicer. Slip in the occasional songs that are kind of satirical insults to nobility and stuff like that. Kind of like tavern songs.
Mm-hmm.
16s.
You are all regaled by the wonderful songs of the dragon
Ishporia.
Ishporia.
I like how it says 16s down there, but the dice I saw on the board said 10.
Well, he rolled a 10. He got a 6. 16 because of modifiers.
Oh, okay. It just doesn't show that in the thing.
Guncork jumps in the cart. Eternal almost gets thrown out from Guncork's weight, tipping the cart sharply. Very good.
Also, Eternal, change your impersonation from the bottom right, from your profile to
Your character.
yeah.
Change my what?
If you
Down the bottom of the chat, it says as, and then a drop down that says eternal.
Oh.
Change that to Grum, so your chat is as your own.
yeah.
See, that was me doing Grum Herder. Alright.
We don't need the. What the hell is that in that fish?
Alright, off on the top right, there is the cog button. I will be playing music and ambiance stuff, so if you don't want to hear it, just click on that and then do master music volume level.
They would be seen, as I'm doing those songs and stuff, I would be practicing for my normal little gigs I do in occasional taverns, which would be using my cantrip of minor illusion to make little visual effects and little spectral things to go along with the song of dances and stuff like that, or actors or characters or stories.
Okay, Hoyd. Alright, after you have been traveling for about 2 hours, you come to a crossroads. And you should be able to see.
Oh, let me go. I'm gonna walk
You
over.
do see,
Oh,
as you step on Odasto,
we're getting over to the sign as quickly as we can.
you do see a couple signs pointing the way.
Ah, well, what do these signs say, Odasto? I can't seem to read
Well-
today.
You can read too, Grum. Amazingly so can Guncork.
You could.
Amazingly so can Guncork.
Well,
I wonder if I change them to
Well,
objects, you can see
The
it.
monocle only gets one eye, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Right, indeed.
As you read it, you've come south from Falon City. To the west is Kinbarak. To the east is Tayton. And to the north is kind of a weathered out part of the sign that says to Shoe Grove.
Well, I do believe we were heading to Shoegrove. We shall head north.
Alright.
You insist.
Are we all confused
No,
which way
we
is
go
north?
north. Yes,
No?
we go north.
No, you're not confused on which way is north. You begin heading north.
Let's go north.
Yes,
Let's see.
it's already settled. We're
Can
going
I...
north.
Okay, there we go. You begin heading north for about an hour
In the darkness.
in the darkness. Now, you begin heading north, and Grum, or anyone proficient in survival, roll a survival check.
Ooh, that's not me.
Uh,
You don't want me to be the one who ends up having to make the survival
Well, it's a
check.
good thing you've got a ranger.
And a druid.
so okay, so how do
Well,
I?
you don't have a druid
You
yet.
don't have a druid yet.
So where's that? Who's got that?
Should be under skills.
Yeah, it's under
Survival.
skills. It's a wisdom check, but if you've got a bonus...
I don't
Well,
know.
I thought we hired people for something like this.
Dang it, I gotta reload my editor. It's not
He
showing
learned
me.
us to deal with the Lich. He didn't say anything about getting there.
Well,
Okay.
this
Hey,
is what you get when you get second-rate help.
he got 15. Even better.
That's not bad.
That's good. Even though he didn't. Do you have a bonus to survival?
Yeah, plus
It's,
one.
yeah, it says I'm proficient, and it says 11 to pass.
Even better.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is Grum not...
I am not proficient.
You're not proficient, okay. But you can still do
Not
it.
in survival.
Guncork,
Thank you.
you think you've been going this way before.
This looks familiar somehow.
Nonsense. We're going north, so
Guncork, when have you been up here without me? What are you adventuring when you're drunk with your stupid mule?
Hey! Back off! Mule's fine.
also that's
Guncork.
impossible because you saw him buy that.
I also gotta take this into account. I like that the mule's name is Mule.
Grum, you notice it's Wonky the donkey.
Yeah, it's Wonky the donkey. Come on.
Grum,
easy
you
to
notice
name.
on the ground some curious footprints. With your passive perception, you notice a very interesting set of footprints.
Also a very dark map.
It
what
seems-
Do I roll to, like, trying to detect they are?
You would need a another survival check to try and figure out what they are.
Wait, it depends on exactly the style of the footprint, if it's an animal or it's something else.
Oh, this one's survival.
Yeah.
They are definitely footprints. That is all you can tell.
Definitely.
Guys!
And anyone else
what
can
do
roll
these
on this. You
footprints
don't
look
need.
Like?
Well, I would say they look like footprints.
Asphoria, you notice something very odd about these footprints. In fact, you're quite certain that some of them are yours.
Oh, we're going in circles, huh?
Well,
Who's the one leading us again? Dunkirk?
No.
no, it's Grum.
Well, I'm
No.
leading it, but I didn't decide to go north.
I
Somebody
mean,
else
who's supposed to
figured
be
that
our
out.
guide? I mean, at the moment.
I'm just the,
Well,
I'm
we're
just
just
the
going
bankroll
north.
here. I don't know.
You're basically just
We
heading north.
Followed the sign going north, so
Yeah,
we're going north. That's simple. I mean, we haven't turned right or left.
Excuse me,
Why
but
would
I
we
think it'd
turn
be
around?
I think it'd be a wise idea for us to stop right now because I believe we're going in circles.
Okay, let's stop.
How is that even possible? We're just on straight line. Following this road.
Out of character, really quick. Are we
Mhm.
supposed to be able to see where we are right now? Because I have a black screen.
Well, the black screen is just because you're not at the crossroads anymore.
So
We're not supposed to see.
You're basically just in an
Get a
open
map.
open plains, a few trees here and there, and you happen to find your tracks on the ground going the other way.
So we got turned around.
So we came from this area. So we have
Yes.
no memory of it.
Well, do you remember heading north?
No, but you said they're heading the opposite direction, so their footprint's heading south.
Roll a survival or a wisdom check. Guncork, you were most certain that you were heading east.
Guys, why are we heading east? I thought we were heading north.
We are heading north, unless somebody turns
Ashforia,
around.
you are definitely on a road.
Oh my god.
How the heck did we guys? Pretty much as far as like, how the heck did we get turned around? We were going in a straight line.
Grum, you are facing south.
What?
The way you were traveling, you were going south.
Okay, so we're going the wrong way, guys.
Good job, leader. We're following you.
So just about face this crap. Let's go the other way.
Okay, so let's head north then.
Yes, that's
Well,
what we're
which
trying
way
to
is
go, right?
north? I mean, we were going.
You know
north.
which way is north.
Go north. Flip a 180. Go the other way.
You head north.
But you
You're the one
just
paying
said
our
that we're
paycheck.
going south.
Yeah, we were going south, which is wrong.
But he said we're going east. So which
Well,
way
that's
is it?
because Guncork rolled a 1.
I know.
Because
but-
Guncork doesn't know where the hell we're going. He's a donkey.
Yeah, I know. I, as a player, know. I, as a character, don't know.
Oh.
I'm playing the character here.
Okay, so you continue heading north. After about 5 minutes of travel, you come to a crossroads.
Same crossroads.
God damn it! I definitely know we've been here before.
Huh. Interesting.
My donkey took a shit over in that corner.
Okay. So there's the signs. They
Back
point
where
the
we
direction
need
we
to
need to go. Let's go that way.
We went north, we ended up east. That way goes to Kinrock.
So what's wrong with
There you go, Guncork.
You actually dropped a turd?
He actually drew a turd.
I drew a turd for you.
All right, so if that road where Erden is south, then we need to go the other way.
This way.
That's
No,
north.
Erdan is going down the west road.
Hmm.
Never eat soggy waffles.
Oh, okay. So this is north then.
Yes, that is
That
north.
was actually
way we tried to go before.
south. Or did we just? I don't know. I'm confused because we just came from the south. That's where the town was.
Let's just go where we're supposed to go.
I'm going to
We
investigate.
tried that, it didn't work.
I'm going to investigate the crossroads to see if this is actually the same crossroads we were.
I have
Alright.
an
Crossroads in the
idea.
first place.
You investigate the crossroads. The signs look the same, though you're not entirely sure because you didn't really pay much attention to it when you were first here.
But then again, there's the tongue issue.
Well, yeah, he says he did. Did he really? That's the question.
Yeah.
I can't
Boy.
believe we're gonna have to use a freaking level 1 spell already slot, but
That's a level 1 spell?
detect magic? Yeah.
Hmm. Alright, what are you detecting magic on?
Trying to see if there's anything magically weird going on with the crossroads.
Area.
Oh yeah,
Like-
there's so much magic going on.
So someone is making sure we can't travel then.
Well,
It's
Let's
always gonna
see.
speak up.
For the
Someone
duration,
can
you sense
check.
presence of magic within 30 feet of you. Sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn of its school of magic, if any. Alright, where are the magic schools?
Evocation, divination.
Necromancy.
Here they are, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you believe it to be
Conjure.
abjuration.
Okay, so it's not an illusion spell, so someone still enchanted the way though to make sure we can't travel. Well, everyone else is arguing. Is always going to speak up. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Guncork does not respond because he is not a gentleman.
Someone's enchanted the way forward.
That's not good.
Oh,
How do you know that, osteoporosis?
So we go a different way then?
That's probably the way to go.
The way north goes deeper into the forest. The maps show Shoe Grove as being basically near the center of that forest.
Yeah. So someone has made someone has enchanted the way to make sure you can't travel. You will get turned around and sent back.
Okay.
Enough to get to a abandoned village?
Is there a way to
Interesting.
dispel this magic?
There
You
is
don't
a
know.
magic. There is a yeah, out of character. There is the identification spell, but I don't have that.
So no,
No,
not
the
current.
character. I do not know the magic needed to identify and how to break this.
See what I hired? Jesus Christ. All right. Well.
So,
I say we break some branches and make some kind of sign that we know we've been here,
Guncork smash.
and then attempt
yes.
to.
You do that.
Go ahead and go smash some trees, Guncork. We know you need to get it out of your system.
Yeah. Rum, so who did you hire for being the Pathfinder?
Pathfinder?
That's Grum himself.
That's me, baby.
And you don't know where we're going?
I've never been there. Well, maybe if I have, I don't remember.
No, you've never been there.
This is to see if there's anything weird or off about the crossroads visually outside of the magical spectrum.
Nope, just looks like a crossroad.
So no, there's nothing that stands out out of the ordinary. Okay.
Nope.
Well, break some branches, and I guess. Do you want to try going north again, or do we want to go left or right?
Well, that's the direction we want to go, so...
Let's go north again. Well, break some branches, Guncork.
Alright, what do I need to roll for that?
No, you don't need to roll anything. It's easy enough to do.
Okay, wait, before he goes
Okay.
and breaks a branch, I'm gonna come out and be like, wait!
You hear a small voice that says, "Wait, wait, wait!"
I immediately cast vicious
Who is
mockery
that?
at the voice.
Ah! Who the fuck is that?
What are you doing? Why would you go
Smash.
me?
I'll immediately cast vicious mockery on the person that appears.
All right.
I'm joking.
Who
I'm
is that
joking.
muddy friend of yours?
I don't want to kill Muffin at the first meeting.
How come I can't see his his token?
It's just to your left. A figure clad in green robes jumps out and says, "Wait! Don't do that! Wait, wait, wait!"
Who is that dirty peasant?
What is your problem? Why can't I break branches here?
You don't belong here. Turn back.
I turn up Muffin. I can barely hear him.
Well,
Are you the one behind enchanting the roadway ahead?
I do say, Grum, shall I smash his head in?
Alright. Well, let me go take a better look over here. Is there some sort of like perception
use
check?
your good eye this time.
No, you can see him just fine. He's just standing there.
If you don't mind, I will just stay away
I'm gonna
from
straighten out my posture. A whole 5'3".
Holy shit, I got a foot on you. I'm 6'3".
Who's this
No.
shorty?
He appears fine to me. No need to smash Guncork.
Please tell us we don't belong up here.
Why do we not belong up here? What danger lies ahead?
No danger. You don't belong. Go away. Turn back now. Go. Shoo shoo.
Well, we're trying to get away.
Well, we have a quest. We have orders to go north to Shoegrove.
Well, not orders. Well, you could.
Well, you do have orders. Who gave the orders? Grum gave the orders.
Yeah.
So we're
By order
traveling
to the
north.
Monocle.
Why? I don't. I have to break your arm for you to tell me why? I'll have Guncork smashed.
Excuse
First
me,
of all, you
Lord
don't-
Grum.
Lord Grom, yes.
I believe he's one of the wood folk.
Woodfolk. Oh, never heard of the woodfolk.
Also known themselves as druids.
Grum, being a ranger, you know what druids are.
I do.
Yeah, they're basically
I'm the dumbest rogue out here.
Not even a rogue.
Or whatever.
druids are basically nature folk
He is.
that commune with nature. You've had run-ins with druids every now and then, being a somewhat natural person yourself.
Ah, okay.
He doesn't tell you he's a druid, but you know what a druid is.
Yeah, and it's probably just assuming this person's a druid just by the stories she's read, told, heard,
Do a
and
knowledge
seen.
check.
I'm pretty sure the smell gives it away.
It's only a question of smell. Is Guncork a druid?
Which is a knowledge? Because there's a lot of them.
There are?
History, Arcana,
Oh, right, it's all different. I would say
nature, medicine,
nature,
investigation.
probably your best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I hijacked your character sheet for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this area is known to be protected by druids because it is a very nice forest.
This is a very nice forest.
And where there are very nice forests, there are usually druids.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've had run-ins with these druids before.
Also, early, did someone say that your group's name is the Order of the Monocle?
Yes.
No.
No. But that is the group.
No, but I will accept it.
Well,
Grum has
how about-
decided that's the new group name.
My guess is that none of us are aware that that's what we're referred to as, but when Goran was filling out the paperwork with the city, that's what he wrote down.
Most likely.
Yes. Well, Guncork, I feel that she's friendly. I've had run-ins with these druids before.
Okay, as soon as I point out, I'm probably gonna get puffy about it. She?
She, he, I don't know. Druids are like transvestites in this land, as far as I'm concerned. It's a he, she.
I won't say anything about that.
So it's true.
So it's true.
Someone-
Guncork slowly steps away.
We don't talk about Larry in the cave.
Oh boy. All right, Odasto. North is that way, huh?
Well, according to these signs,
Is that according to science?
Do I have to change this for you? Are you that dumb?
Or is north top?
well, I don't know. Your north is on the left side there, west is on the right, so you read.
Fine, I'll change it.
You know, you read from left to right, and yeah.
I'm gonna say not lower. Probably not.
Well, what is the name of this fair lady here? Or whatever.
He has
that-
already told you he's a guy.
He's a guy, okay.
Already making me irk.
Ugh.
None of us care.
Well, it's got a female avatar. That's kind of what I'm wondering about here.
No, it's an anime avatar, therefore it is
Adronologist.
androgynous. Yes.
Or it's a trap.
It's a
Have you managed to figure out if this person is any use or hindrance to us?
How about we see if they want to join us in our quest?
Well, we're going north, whether he likes it or not.
So-
I don't...
Well,
So
I'm not
Drew-
paying for this expedition, so it's not.
Sure, if
to
you
me.
want, you can go north. I'll let you. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Well, that
Just
was
like
easy.
any person that would say that wants us to go way from where we need to go, right?
Whatever you do, don't go this way, but go north.
Oh,
So Druid,
What's over that way?
Kinbarak.
Nothing. Nothing of importance. Go away.
I want to know. Tell me.
you need to
So-
tell us, or I'm gonna have Guncork sit on you.
So Druid, I believe we got off
Please.
on the wrong foot. I am Esperioria Verigin, and your name? Trying to be polite, trying to ease over all the bad stuff so far. It's a 12.
Hmm.
What kind of
My na-
role is
my
to
name
know
is
about
Barry.
the
To know about what?
towns or places?
History.
Name?
History would be your best bet.
Okay.
Barry, I believe that it is yourself and those of your circle who have probably enchanted the roads ahead and that we wish to travel.
What are you trying to find out, Odasto?
What is in the way? He's saying, but don't come this way. In Brock.
Kinbarak is just another town, part of the kingdom. There's nothing too special about it. I mean, it's just another smaller town.
What about Tayton?
Well, he wasn't blocking our way to Tayson, so I got just curious. But
Well, we're trying to head to Shoegrove, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Maybe the sign is a fake.
Maybe he spun the sign. It is possible.
Yeah, but even if he spun the sign, that would not explain why we somehow got turned around going a straight
How do
line.
I?
That's
Where's the
true.
eraser tool for this?
Well, we established that some sort of magic cueing is from that way.
Yeah,
Are they-
I did. I just asked Barry if it was himself and those of his circle that enchanted the roads ahead.
Mm.
We're just
Oh, I
waiting
didn't
for a
hear that part.
response. Yeah, I've just been waiting for a response from that.
Who wants to know?
I gave him. Isproia Verigin, a humble minstrel, in service at the moment to Lord Grum here. You can see a little bit of a condescending tone as she says that, with the way you've been behaving and talking,
don't
speaking.
forget me.
Both of you guys aren't really helping the situation. She's not really happy about this, but
Well,
the last
I haven't
time.
tried to help the situation either.
Oh no, you're talking about your stuff. Never mind.
yeah, it's just speaking.
Look, I'm just an orc.
We've been hired
Half
to
orc.
help him, and what's the name of the city again? Sorry,
Shoegrove?
You're trying to get to
Not the-
Shoegrove.
the city that
Yeah,
we
but
go.
You
that's
came from
part-
Faland.
Yeah, him and the Council of Faland have decided to deal with some ancient issues that reside near this, within and near the city of Shoegrove, and we.
Ancient issues? What ancient issues?
God's sakes.
No.
Wizard.
See, he said ancient, is shoes. We're looking for shoes.
For
Oh,
crying
why
out
didn't you
loud, is
say
it
so? Go south.
Is it so difficult to say we're trying to figure out the situation with the undead?
Yes.
I mean, it's widely known issue. We're just trying to remedy that.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're aware of the undead, but why are you going to shoot?
To solve
Undead
the issue.
shoes.
Undead shoes?
Hindsight, whatever. Just let the grown-up talk.
Hey, I'm older than you.
Hey!
Damn it.
No peeing in the bush!
You're not my mom. I do what I want.
You're not Guncork.
What?
We believe we have,
Gungor tingle! Gungor tingle!
we believe we have a way of solving the undead issue, so we wish to travel there.
I have found out some research that would suggest that a lich came from this town, Sugargrove, originally, and we're trying to figure out if it's still living, dead, or hanging around, rather.
I can safely assure you that he's no longer here, so go away.
Well, we tried, but the road turned us around.
So why not try going in the opposite direction?
Well, because that would lead us back to Falonde. And that would help us no way.
We believe an aspect of the Lich still resides there, and we believe with this destruction we can deal with the undead issues.
I don't know about you guys.
Alright,
Surely
you're
the
really not gonna leave, are you?
surely these undead that's an issue here is both a threat to your forest as well as to everyone else.
Apparently not so much as someone peeing on a bush.
It's just Concord. It's his way of marking territory.
And isn't that part of nature?
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta go.
we look at this.
It's likely that Muffin's character also pees on a bush.
Well, the funny thing is, though, we looked at where Guncork is peeing. All the vegetation there is slowly yellowing, wilting, and decaying.
Exactly, it's aesthetic. At least I pee with respect.
That's just because Guncork doesn't drink water. All he drinks is ale.
Like the closest tree is slowly wilting, losing all of its leaves immediately, and just turned white and about to fall over due to decay.
I wonder if we could bottle that and sell it as a poison.
Well, technically, you could bottle anyone's pee and sell it as a poison.
Yeah, but that stuff's super effective.
That's like 2d4 at least. The druid is getting fed up with trying to talk with you.
Alright,
are-
okay, hold on. I can tell you guys really aren't gonna leave.
No, we're not.
What gave that away? Perhaps our insistence of going north, perhaps?
Oh, I don't know, maybe the guy peeing on the bush over there?
How is that?
That is seriously what you're taking away from all this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with a kid here.
Grum, you know that druids
How
are
much
weird.
older than you?
We're starting to hear Guncork. We're starting to hear Guncork just say, "This is mine. This is mine. This is now mine. This belongs to me."
I know that the druid what?
You know that druids are weird sometimes, so this is all...
They're hippies.
You smack him in the head and make him act right or something?
No.
Oh.
You just know that they're weird and picky, and they're just weird.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a suggestion for you.
Don't- Tell him he better start showing us the right way. I'm going to start taking a shit in these bushes.
I'd rather not
I
see
just start to
that.
cringe.
Gungorg, just go behind the bushes if you do that, but let civilized people talk.
Ashporia tried, it didn't work.
Yeah, we did try talking to us, didn't we? I don't know. What happens if we
Look,
just start walking? Just walk past her. Just whatever. Alright,
Look here, what's your name anyway?
Barry.
Barry.
Barry? Really?
Edit that in, Barry.
Listen, my parents are very one with nature.
They are.
I can see that. You see,
Barry
you
the
probably have
Dingleberry.
figured out we're not going to leave until we get to Shoegrove, so couldn't you be a helpful little druid or whatever hippie you are and show us the way there? I mean, that would get us away from here quicker than arguing.
Yeah, come on, up to it. Tut tut.
Alright, fine. But I'm taking you to the elders.
Let's go.
Who are the elders?
The elders of my grove. No more questions.
I don't want to go to the elders. I want to go to Shoegrove.
No, we're going to a grove.
Yeah, he
Shoe
said
Grove is the only grove I see on those signs.
that is the only grove I see.
We need to speak to these people because these are the ones who enchanted the way toward there.
Fine. I mean, if it gets us anywhere else from this crossroad, fine. Let's go.
As we're walking away, great monstrosities and horrors of the great abyss appear from where
You
he
begin to head north. Before you cross the threshold to Shoe Grove of the crossroads, your eyes kind of depict the path splitting, almost as if you were sliding down through a hall of mirrors, which eventually snaps back into the southern path as you go past a tingly sort of barrier of some sort.
I will roll Arcana to figure out what the heck happened there.
You went past the magical barrier. That's what you did.
Yeah, the one that was detected earlier.
Fascinating.
Eventually, you are brought to a path. And my stupid ambiance went away. There we go.
Also, I have a very good way of just really knowing these druids by using my breath weapon.
Just by being there.
For some fire.
Please don't burn down the forest that we're traveling through. I don't think that'll end well.
Well, if
You
we
begin-
burn down the forest, it's probably gonna burn down the undead.
You begin down the path, and Barry starts rattling off a couple rules. Don't pee in the forest. Don't break anything. Don't touch anything. Don't cut down any trees.
Where are we supposed to use the restroom then in the forest if we're not allowed to go into the forest when we're inside the forest itself?
Oh, the hell, here you go.
You dig a hole on the
Isn't
road.
that then disturbing the forest because we're disturbing all the veg?
No. The dirt is
Also,
the
if
dirt
I
is not
wanted
part
to
of
be
it.
Pedantic, wouldn't I just, you said don't touch anything, but we're touching the road and,
Yeah.
You continue to ask these questions, but he just ignores you.
I wasn't asking a question, I was being pedantic.
These druid people are real weird, man.
Eventually, you make your way.
Well, not as weird as some of our group members, but
Eventually, you make your way
Yeah.
to a small grove, guarded by two elves, an elf and a human. Barry approaches them and begins talking to them in a language none of you can understand.
Sounds like a combination of squirrels chirping. and
I was thinking it would sound more like vomiting.
I think they're talking about Gungor.
As they point to the half-orc.
Bitch.
They just point toward Gunghook and just making some signs that Gunghook acts up. Just slit his throat.
They're welcome to try.
You, half-orc, you will make great fertilizer.
No.
So wait, I can talk to the guards now?
Yeah, you've been talking to him for a little bit, basically telling him what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna hail them and be like, I found them walking through the crossroads. They won't leave.
So what are they doing here?
They wish to speak to the elders so they can apparently come here.
There is
That
nothing
not
here for them.
true.
You don't speak
Unless
druid!
it's like,
Yeah, you don't speak
Play
Druid.
this
You can't
called
understand what
Shoe
they're
Grove.
saying.
Oh.
They basically say, why would they want to speak to the elders? Did you not send them away?
I tried, and then they started peeing on bushes, trying to break trees. What was I supposed to do?
One of them
The
gasped.
worst of crimes.
The worst of crimes. He must be hanged. They gasp and say, fine. They can enter. And then they kind of whisper to you just in case one of them does understand Druidic. And they whisper this.
I'll nod and continue on our way, signaling for them to come.
You may now enter the Druid's Grove. As I reveal the area on the map. Before you is a camp full of druids, nature folk. Some of them have animal companions. Some of them are just kind of sitting around, singing to themselves, doing whatever. There are a few canvas tents,
A lot
few
of them
supplies.
must be related because they all look alike.
That's racist.
Well, they're elves, so yeah, of course.
Even the humans
Just
are
kidding.
elves? Okay, that doesn't make sense.
The guards speak to you, and they say, "You may pass. The elders will speak with you momentarily."
Okay.
So how do these people look like?
Most of them are elves. There are a few humans, some half elves.
I mean, their outfits and such.
Well, it's mostly green to blend in
Hey,
with the environment.
What'd they do with my mule? Where's my mule?
Your mule is fine.
The mule and cart were left behind. They'll,
No! You cannot leave the mule!
they'll be fine. Don't worry.
When we see the mule, it's been completely pampered and cleaned and bathed.
Yes, the druids are taking good care of your mule.
Okay, so even to me, they all look alike. Which one's the elder?
The elder's not here yet.
We're waiting for the elder. Yes.
He will be here soon.
Okay.
You basically just tell everyone to kind of take a seat, get rested, get off your feet.
I'm just gonna be sitting down next to the fire, just pulling out some writing material, and just start writing some stuff down in Draconic.
Oh, and Sylvia's there too. Look like common rabble to me, look.
I don't know how the better describe the look.
After about condescending, I believe is the word you're looking for.
Condescending, that's a good word.
Honestly, considering the druids, they probably look worse than peasants to you.
It's possible, because they don't really
Well, they're
take baths.
Muddy, dirty, they have leaves all over. I mean,
Yeah, and they like it that way. Barry,
One with
you
nature.
run to your tent to grab a few things. Just in case. Eventually all the druids stand up and basically come to attention.
Are you looking in a certain direction?
They're just kind of looking towards the fire. Is that on the GM layer? Yeah, there it
So
is.
they all just stand to attention and then stare directly at the campfire.
They begin staring at the campfire, and then there's a bright, blinding light. 20 effects. I know there's a way I can do special effects. I wonder if there's one for this.
Wait, someone just dropping a
Special effects.
flashbang?
Yes, flashbang. Glow.
My eyes. Or my monocle.
Let's see. Let's try glow.
Funny thing is because of your monocle, it only
Glow,
affects one of your
holy-
eyes.
Yeah, let's
That's
try
the
this.
monocle die.
Pwing! Wow, that was really anticlimactic. It's a
Barry's gonna go
big.
clap.
There's just a big flash of bright light, and in front of you is a very beautiful white horse
Ah!
named Pretty Horse.
That's the
trying
most
to figure
insulting
out
thing
how-
for unicorn ever.
I'm trying to figure out how did this thing appear in front of us.
You believe it to be an illusion spell. You think it was
Yeah.
there all along.
This boy is just gonna continue to write more lyrics and songs about this and how we just can make a good story.
The druids eventually go back to their whatever it is they were doing. Let's see. Who would it talk to? Who would it talk to? It's going to look at each of you. 2, 3, 4,
They
5,
talk to
6.
the smug orc, the little
He,
kid.
he speaks to Erdan.
Yeah, I
Last
think
time I checked, I don't speak horse.
You hear a sort of you hear a voice inside your mind, as clearly this horse cannot be talking
Give
to you.
me a sugar cube.
He says, "Why have you entered my domain, mortal?"
I was following the one with the monocle.
You were following who?
Whatever you say, don't say you're here to hunt unicorns.
Okay, I'm gonna think really hard that I'm not here to hunt unicorns.
Thankfully, this horse cannot read minds, so
It's
Well, it's already speaking in my mind.
telepathy's different than
Dude.
mind reading.
Yeah, it's talking to your mind.
it's talking to you, Erdan. What do you say in response?
I was just following this guy right here.
He looks to Grum. Grum, inside your mind, you hear a sort of echoey voice, but the horse's lips aren't moving. Why have you entered my domain, mortal?
We're looking for the city of the village of
Shoegrove?
Shoegrove. Yes, yeah, that's yes.
My associates have barred the way to that place. It is very dangerous. Why would you be seeking out such a dangerous place?
We come in search
Entry
of
to
the lich.
suicidal tendencies.
What's that?
Remember, he's only talking to Grum. You guys can't hear him.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys can't hear crap.
We come in search of the lich to end the undead problem.
When you say lich, he kind of rears back a bit and kind of trots and stamps at the word. Lich. You mean the Lich Seacrod, vanquished over 100 years ago.
That's the one.
Why do you come here to search for him?
Well, since you barred the way, we were told to come talk to the elder by your druid Barry.
Yes, a very interesting child. You are now speaking with the Elder of the Forest. Again, I ask you, why are you heading to Shoegrove?
In search of the lich.
But the Lich is dead.
Now we have evidence to believe that he's not.
He goes, preposterous.
Right,
Look,
we got-
Show me
I
this
don't know.
evidence.
I'm clearly missing at least half of this conversation, but I'm guessing you are talking about the town and what we're looking about the lich. Well, there's some evidence that I have uncovered in my research that suggests that this lich was never actually killed, at least not fully.
Well, we have reason to believe the lich is alive because there was an elven sorcerer that came to our house in search for, trying to find out information.
And you basically give him the rundown. We don't have to sit here talking about it for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Says an interesting predicament. There have been swaths of undead to the south recently. This might be caused by it. Why do you need to go to Shoegrove to destroy this lich?
Well, the council has decided that we should follow up on this lead.
Yeah, he's asking why you're going to Shoegrove. What does it have to do with Zeacrod?
I don't know.
You do know. Your character
to
knows.
Fulfill to this because he heard what Crumb said, that, and from that, guessing they were talking about since the horse was talking to him.
Odasto leans up to you and says, "My lord, it is because blah 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 blah.
A remnant of him.
It is because
Yeah,
the necromancer that became Zeacrod lived in Shoegrove."
Ah, because he lived in Shoegrove, the necromancer.
And the horse looks kind of off into the woods. He says, "Yes, I see. This does make sense." He says, "Give me time to think."
Okay.
And then he just kind of trots off for a bit. kind of like looking at the other druids. It's gonna take him like 5 minutes to think, so if anyone wants to say anything or RP anything, do it now.
So you were talking to a horse. How does
Yeah,
that make you feel?
I don't know. He was talking in my head. It was really weird, making me lightheaded.
I see. Well, I assume he was asking about our
Yeah.
little
he-
expedition and
Yeah.
reasons for it.
Well, I wanted
they-
to know why we were going north. And I had to explain to him.
Yes. I
He's-
mean,
he needed
I
a
saw
moment
you
to go
trying to
think.
explain it.
Well, it's kind of hard. I'm not used to talking to people in my head. It's not a normal way of
Well,
communicating.
you
for
weren't
us
talking
half
in
You
your
weren't talking in your head, you were talking out loud.
You know, just talking to myself. Not what I do.
Are you
Half
crazy?
orcs are not known for introspection.
Well,
Eventually, the very pretty and very shiny horse comes back. Says, I have decided you shall be allowed passage to Shoegrove, so that you may search for clues regarding this lich. And the word lich just kind of rolls off his tongue, like with distaste and disgust. He says, I shall send my child Barry to assist you in finding this location. And then he kind of looks up and he looks over at you, Barry, and he says, Come forth, Barry of the
The berries
forest.
now filled with actual berries. Huh?
Step forth.
We just see Barry's face and hands just covered in wild berry juices.
The horse, which you know, of course, to be a
Where is it?
unicorn. Because he basically bows his head and touches his horn to the top of your head. Says, I shall bless thee with my favor that you may travel to Shoegrove. You know of the disturbances that have been happening there. These adventurers will need your assistance, as you will need theirs. Go with them, show them the way, and above all else, stay safe. Poing. And then,
Whispered to the horse, is it really wise?
and he says, So have I decreed. So let it be done. And then in like a booming voice that you all hear, like in your ears, in your mind, I guess, you just hear this, Go, destroy the undead plaguing my forest. Do this and you shall earn my favor. And then another bright light explosion. Poing! And he's gone.
Did somebody hear something?
Yeah, Skunkwork.
I heard something funky.
I
While
like
you guys
this.
were talking.
Yeah, this whole entire time I was just playing
Fascinating.
music and pretty good music too.
Oh, I wasn't listening to that. I was.
I was kind of
'Cause you don't
hoping
have
Barry
taste.
would get a shower before we go, but if we must.
Actually, I'm pretty sure no matter what, Barry would probably be cleaner than Guncore.
As for you, as you're playing it, a druid comes over and listens to it. He says, No one will believe you.
And he steps back
Well,
into
they're
life.
just.
I'm not
They're just
writing this.
stories.
It's just stories and songs. Whether you believe them or not is up to the listener themselves.
I mean, could you really believe what this lizard would tell you?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anyways, Barry has been tasked with showing you the way.
Oh, so
Let us go.
he's tagging along too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not the one to pay him, so Rum.
Hey, no one mentioned anything about
I
payment.
was gonna say, who said anything about pay?
I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
give
hear
them all the
anything
stink
about
eye and walk past them.
Lead the way, Barry.
I'm just assuming
There we
that
go.
every worker gets paid. I mean, we're not working in slave labor, although, no, we're past
No, what
that.
I'm gonna guess is that the nobles are gonna take an 80% cut and then split the other 20% between everyone else.
Are you kidding? They're gonna take 99%. You gotta make this as
That's why
realistic
we
as
brought
possible.
Absolutely not rogue.
Oh,
But
and
yeah.
as I walk past this guard, I'm gonna be like, "You lied to me."
He just shrugs at you. So, is everyone ready to set out to Shoehorn? Again.
Shoe grow, I assume.
Shoe Grove, sorry. Alright, near the bottom right of the map is where the path has been revealed. You begin walking through the forest, and eventually there's a small opening. You can see some ruined parts of buildings, a couple
I would not be
trees,
taking point.
some rocks. As you can clearly tell, this is where the city used to be, the town used to be.
Oh, there's the map.
I asked Barry if he has been in this land before.
Have I been in this land?
Yeah, have you been?
Yeah, this is basically Barry's domain. He watches over.
Okay.
He's part of the druids that watch
Of
over
course,
this
I
whole
know everything
forest.
about this place.
So, you know...
I would hope so, because the unicorn asked him to lead the way.
Alright, lead the way,
I
Barry.
was thinking it was like out of annoyance. Like, sure, Barry, go get the food, Barry. Make your bed, Barry. Protect the road, Barry. Oh, look, follow the foreigners.
Save the world, Barry. Put the crystal in the diamond, Barry.
These are the wrong berries, Barry.
Stop talking to yourself.
Again.
Stop
where's
talking
my
to
mule?
yourself, Barry.
Still
Your
hiding.
mule is safe.
Stop giving me that sarcastic tone, Barry.
So, since
Stop
you know
stabbing me,
everything
Barry.
about this area, you could tell us about this town, or abandoned town.
Or lack thereof.
So I guess I'm gonna
I
play tour
think
guide
someone
and
ate the
explain to them
mule.
the history of Zerkrod, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Guncork, be nice. Don't touch
Oh
the
yeah,
mule.
let me get the mule.
You're never gonna get that berry off your hands now. well, maybe if you peed on your
Hey.
hands it'd dissolve, but
Fuck you! Where's my mule?
I'm getting
The
it.
mule is
Calm
safe.
down.
Stuff that.
Gunkork, we need him. So be sure whatever you do is nothing I can't heal.
Oops.
I
be
mean,
nice.
that would...
There's your mule.
Doesn't like me.
Getting rough-handed with that berry would just stain your hands red.
There's your mule.
Stupid donkey.
Alright,
Hey,
so Barry,
Fuck you.
you know that the place they're probably looking for is to the north, but the path goes west, then north. So it's up to you which way to lead them.
Alright, I guess we'll just follow the path then.
Alright. As you follow the path is revealed.
Now remember, Joe, from the last time we played 5e with you, don't separate yourself from the party.
I didn't separate myself. The skeletons came out of the fucking ground.
You would still
How
a good,
convenient.
like 40 to 50 feet away from everybody else when we camped for the night.
Alright, so as you begin... Alright, everyone can stop moving for 2 seconds.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, type something up here.
Okay, can I roll a perception check?
Yes, you can.
You're probably gonna get a penalty considering how much Guncook is bothering you.
No.
18. Very good. Unless something gives you the advantage. Which might.
Okay, everyone stay calm, but defend yourselves now. Pull it out, whatever it is you have.
Guncork, he doesn't mean that.
Oh,
Well,
he does mean that,
considering-
because suddenly 4 bears leap from the forest.
Do these look like normal bears or like?
They look like angry bears.
Huh?
Everyone roll initiative.
That's not gonna be good on my end.
Guncork,
Hold
he
on, let
meant
me-
your weapon, not your hammer.
Wonky, you gotta have your own token selected. Guncork.
That's why. Where's
Where's the initiative on these guys?
It's under core stats.
Just
initiative.
dex, okay.
Yay! One of the tanky people gets a high initiative.
Yay! Grum goes first. I go last.
Oh,
Let's see,
I'm
add turn.
sorry.
There we go. Sort.
For some reason, my token wasn't.
Alright, combat begins, and you're not surprised, so you can take your actions. So, in combat, you basically move your speed.
Can you put me above the Guncork? Because like
What?
I just added my initiative.
Oh, there you go.
Can you turn the music down a little?
Yeah. As soon as I find out where it is, there it is.
You can turn the music down client side.
On my side, I can't.
Yeah, under the gear.
Yeah,
can
master
have a
music
walk around.
volume.
Ah, thank you. I was
The
unaware.
first,
Turn it back up.
like the first. There.
Alright, that's good right there. Okay, so you can move your speed, and you can take an action, and certain class abilities will give you a bonus action. You can't take a bonus action unless you have a class ability that says, you can take a bonus action. You can only do one bonus action. It's a lot like Pathfinder. If you have any questions, just let me just ask, and I'll let you know. Grum, a bunch of bears just came out of the forest.
Yes.
They seem intent on eating you.
Bear with me.
Bears.
Wouldn't
So-
Grum go first?
Yes, it's Grum's turn.
Oh, sorry, I was up Barry measuring.
Is there a range on my longbow?
Yeah. You're well
Everything's
within range. Let's see.
Yeah, everything is within range for a longbow.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Martial range, longbow. 150 feet. If it's within 150 feet, you don't have to take a penalty. If it's in with 600 feet, you can hit it.
Wow.
But
Maybe.
then you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, I see that this bear behind everybody, is there. So I'll.
You just to help out a little bit, since you are using a ranged attack and you are in kind of lighter armor than other people, you might want to move away from the bear or get some bodies between you and it before you fire your bow.
Well, you can fire and then move.
True.
So
It's just-
okay.
You're just in a position where you can have two bears charge you, right?
Just remember, this Grum is a ranged character now.
Yeah, that's different. How much can I move after?
I believe 30 feet is your movement speed.
Yeah. You have one bonus action, one move action, and one
Yeah.
standard action a turn. Oh, and a reaction. Which wait, no, I think that's bonus action.
No, a reaction is part of the action.
Alright, so if I take a shot at this bear here, then I can move there.
Yeah, you can move 30
Yeah.
feet.
Okay. Well, that's what I'll do. How do I.
Kill the bear.
You click the, you see next to your longbow over to the right where it says the attack button? Just press that. 19 versus AC, that will hit for maximum damage. You shoot the bear in the flank, and it's not very happy.
Who peed on my bush?
No one peed on his bush yet. Barry,
Turns out
it is
turns out
Barry's
there was
turn.
a bear cub underneath where Guncook was peeing, and these are all bears coming back for revenge.
The stench, it's unbearable. mean Barry.
Barry. I mean Burry. I mean
All right, there. Hold on.
Beery. I mean Bory. I mean Barry.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Produce Flame on that one.
Which
you
one?
Just hold your mouse cursor
There you go.
over and
Okay.
ping that. Okay.
On the one on the right.
Being on bushes is no bueno, but setting fires in the forest is a
25 versus AC.
The
It's a
fire is
critical hit
so
as you shoot it
beautiful.
in the face. You basically pull out a flame into your hand, lob it at the bear, and it charges right into the flame and takes 7 damage.
Barry's probably not gonna like me if I activate my breath weapon.
The fire's beautiful, apparently.
Well, I don't know. Would Barry like if I do a 30-foot line of fire throughout the forest?
This bear
Well,
moves
questionable,
towards
very
Erdan
questionable.
You're not gonna get any more than like 1 or 2 bears in one line.
and tries to swipe at you. Whoops. Swipes at you with its claws and then attempts to
that
bite you.
Fight me.
It does 6 slashing damage to Erdan. This one moves towards Barry and attempts the same thing. Whoops. It's supposed to be +3. And does 5 slashing damage to Barry. This bear, assuming it was, of course, the dragon that shot fire at him.
That's racist.
Probably, but it's a bear, so he doesn't care. 13 and 14, do either of those hit your AC?
Both of those hit my AC because I have AC 12.
Alright. So let's see. So it attacks with its claws and then bite. And you take... Wow, 12 damage.
I'm down.
As Asphoria goes down on the ground.
One shot it.
Brr. This bear moves for Guncork.
Bad move.
I know it
Uh-oh.
might. I don't want to sound salty or anything, but did all the bears roll 12, or are you just having to go on the same initiative?
I was about to say, there's
On 5e, all the monsters go on the same initiative.
Oh.
Okay, so what's the rule for criticals? Is it just roll on 20 for a crit?
You've doubled the dice rolled.
Well, I mean, there's no confirm roll, is there?
No, if you
Okay.
roll a nat 20 on a hit, you just double all the dice that
Okay.
get rolled for that. Any just base number modifiers, like strength mod or anything like that, doesn't get doubled. Just the dice do.
Alright. Guncork, you take 14 damage as this one slices into you with its claws.
Oh my god.
According to this, I'm already knocked out.
Guncork is knocked out.
No.
Because I
oh,
have
wait,
12, according to my hit points.
Oh, but Guncork is a half-orc.
Mm-hmm.
Guncork, you're at 1.
Yeah.
Neck snaps, head spins all the way around, cracks his.
He's like, I'm okay.
Guys, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, when
Asphoria.
Guncork is a level 2, you can do
Asphoria.
that twice.
You need to make a death saving throw.
I know, it's just D20.
Oh, so I just do a d20 right now?
No, you're fine, Guncork.
Oh.
I save.
Fair.
Oh, actually, I don't, because I'm on the 10.
Alright, who wants to control Puck? Puck 2.
I'm Puck.
Joe,
Joe.
a bear just ate your friend's face.
Not my friend.
Okay, then a bear just ate your acquaintance's face.
Not an acquaintance. Well, bear just ate face.
A bear just ate someone's face.
Just a second here, I'm checking something real quick.
Alright.
So, yeah, I see bear, mole, dragon lady. I'm not going that way. Moves 25, so... Gonna move here. And yeah, as the bear is currently mauling Guncork's face,
You get sneak attack.
yep, rapier, butthole.
This isn't Bloodborne, Joe.
Would be like the other side of Gunkor.
Sneak attack.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. Oh, if you talk about hitting the butthole, yes.
It was a joke. I'm just attacking it.
He's
Now
just
it's
attacking.
the Moki. Rogues now, as long as they're attacking a target that's also engaged with another target, an ally in melee, they get sneak attack, no matter what.
Advantage.
I'm trying to
Let's
find the
see.
attack. Oh, there it is.
No, this is once per turn. One creature you attack. If you had advantage on the attack roll. Okay.
Damn.
If not, enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. Okay.
I see you haven't added the crit damage. That is. Which
Well,
is not bad.
I didn't crit.
Yeah.
So
You have advantage, don't you?
No,
He
I don't
can't-
have
he-
advantage.
He can just use sneak attack. If
he
you
can use
plan-
sneak attack if he wants, but he probably doesn't want to.
No, I do. I just don't have a macro thingy for it, so
Oh, okay.
I gotta...
Also, where does your other +3 come from?
I don't know.
Because I'm getting
Let me
rapier.
guess. You have put.
Oh, I think I know where it put it. Sylvie, he put it
bonuses
in
and
the
penalties.
bonus. Yep, put it in the bonus. That bonus penalties thing in the bottom left, that's it in case you get like blessed or raged or something. It's not like your, it's not your base.
Oh.
That being said, it still hits.
Okay.
It does
So-
10 damage plus 5, so 15. So you
Up
come
the
up
butt.
and you stab it up in the butt, and the bear goes.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
You come up behind it and stab it in the back several times. The bear slumps to the ground.
So we're saying Sylvie has a lot of experience putting stuff up bears' butts.
Apparently. Air down.
Fuzzball.
Whatever works.
I am very not inclined to be near this bear for long at all. But if I move here, there is a glaring weak point in this defense.
It will get an
I
attack
go
of
and try
opportunity.
to heal. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It was nice knowing you, Erden.
If I survive this attack of opportunity, I'm going to try to heal Esporia back to health.
Wake her up while she's getting eaten.
Attack plus 3.
Wake up! Ah, I'm being eaten! Ah.
It miss. It misses.
As it should.
I don't like that.
Esporia,
you're
you
back on
regain
your feet
10
now.
HP.
Yeah, I have my max is 8 and now I'm at 7. I'm still prone though.
No, you drop to 0. You don't go negative. You're at full HP right now.
No,
the
I'm
meat
at-
wall around me is mostly complete.
No, I
No,
have
5e
health, I'm at
5e doesn't have negative hit points.
I know, but shouldn't I still drop prone? if
Oh, you're
I
still
get
prone.
knocked out? Yeah, that's
You're
what
still
I was just
prone.
saying.
Okay,
So
let's
I'm at
see.
7. My max is 8, so I'm almost at full health. I'm just prone.
No, you're at full health.
You were at 0. I healed you for 10.
Oh, 10. Sorry, I only seen the 7. My bad. Yeah, I'm at full health.
7
My
plus
bad.
whiz.
Yeah, sorry. I was looking at the dice.
Alright,
My bad.
let's use this for prone, I guess.
Either way, yeah, I'm at full health. I'm just on the ground right next to a giant angry bear.
Alright, Erdan, do you want to move anymore?
Nope.
Alright. Odasto, it
These
is your turn.
bears seem feral.
Very angry bears.
Very angry bears.
I don't think they're angry. They're just feral.
We'll find out if I get rabies or not.
Well, didn't you already have that? I mean, you're a dirty lizard after all.
That's salmonella.
I'm going to cast a magic missile on the bear above Asphoria.
Alright.
Magic missile, it always hits.
Force damage. 10 force damage on the bear above. As you shoot a missile, it strikes it right in the heart sort of area, and it appears sort of sluggish, but it's still on its feet. Still very angry. Guncork.
If only we had some of that gun cork rage.
I don't
Or
have
at least a
that
jar
here,
of
do I?
piss.
Yeah, you have that.
Where's that at on my sheet?
Go to class.
Oh yeah, I forgot Guncork was a barbarian, not a fighter.
It's other class abilities,
you
notes,
won't
and
find
feats.
that piss if you're looking for that. It's not on your sheet.
No, Jarate does not exist in this realm. Yet.
Great minds think alike. Yet.
Okay, so how do I...
You activate your rage as a bonus action,
You just say, I want to go berserk, I want to rage.
which all that does is takes up some of the rage. You can only rage a certain amount of time per in-game day.
I want to go for this one.
Alright.
Oop, so I gotta... And I'm going to rage, and then attack, right?
Alright, if you're going to rage, you go to your core stats window, and
Core stats.
you see the melee damage rolls, you put a 2 in the melee damage rolls thing.
Melee... Okay, the damage rolls say 2.
Yeah, in the bottom left. There you go.
Alright.
You use up one of your rages.
Oh my word.
That's a lot of d20s.
Guncork attacks this bear with a mighty force, slashing wildly with his great axe, taking out a huge chunk of this bear. This bear is very pissed off now, but it is still standing.
Damage? Holy shit.
It is Grum's turn.
The bears, they're pretty tanky.
How much damage did you guys do to the other bear that died already?
Their
Well,
weakness is their buttholes.
Sylvie snuck up behind it, basically.
I'm
Stare.
going to
So,
shoot
surprise
that
butt
bear
sack.
in the face.
I'm going to guess, considering the arrows was 10, it's probably around 27, 28.
Alright, Grum shot at that one that hits for 9 damage. As Grum looses an arrow into the flank of the bear, it seems injured, but still on its feet. Isn't really too worried about it. Barry.
So to draw a weapon, is it a bonus action or is it an action?
To
Reaction.
draw a weapon, you can do that as part of your action, so you don't have to worry about it too much,
Yeah, it's a free
Okay.
action.
essentially.
Then I guess I'll slash the bear with my scimitar.
Shimmy sham.
Barry whips out a scimitar from a scabbard at his belt and attacks at the bear, but unfortunately misses.
I'm just randomly waving it.
You're not very good with a scimitar.
Sword. A curved sword.
You're just trying to pull off that move, that swordsman from the Lost Ark. Just swinging that thing around.
Except these bears don't have guns. This bear attacks Guncork.
Bear upgrades to Blunderbuss Bear.
I hit B to stop the evolution.
What is Guncork's AC? It's 12. Okay, so both of those hit.
Wait, I have the same AC as the barbarian.
What attack is it doing on me?
Either of you wearing
It's
armor?
clawing and biting at you.
I have leather armor, but I have a -1
So
to.
that's not slashing.
Oh, that's right. You take half damage.
I have resistance to slashing.
Yeah, you take half damage.
Yeah, you take half damage from all melee weapon damage types.
So
You have
you
one
take
life
6 damage. That brings you down to 0. Guncork is unconscious.
Oh no!
And this one attacks Barry. With a miss.
No kills.
And
above
another
net,
miss.
They said it'll be fun. They said we're losing the bloody bears.
This one thinks Dysphoria is still dead, so he moves to Odasto
Damage.
with a
Stay away,
13
foul beast.
and an 11.
I do believe both. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that. Where is my AC?
Your AC is 12, so the 11 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
But he does claw at you. Oh, not that one. And you take 6 damage. Dysphoria, you are on the ground. Prone, but alive.
1 second, I'm reading this real quick.
If you want to stand up, it just takes half your total movement.
Well, I can stand up, and funny thing is, if I'm reading this right, because let's double check this, I can cast spells in melee without provoking anymore in this edition.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. It's
Let's
only
see.
movement that provokes attacks of opportunity.
Let's see, spell casting. No, attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so you can even use ranged weapons in melee.
Combat.
You just get a disadvantage to your attack rolls if
Let's
there's an
see.
attack roll.
Attack of opportunity. Opportunity attacks. Hostile creature moves out of your reach. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna use my move action to stand up.
You stand up bravely.
I am going to use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to Aridin. Because I see him right there in melee combat with that, so I can see him at least.
I'm not in melee combat with anyone.
Oh, sorry. So not. Oh, no. Sorry, my bad. Then I'll give it to Sylvie. Because he goes next then. He goes like, "Oh, little purple-haired gnome, please stab well." Whatever good song it is. But on your whenever you with bardic inspiration, Joe. After you roll, but before the DM confirms whether you hit or miss, you have a D6 to your.
You have a d6 you can add to your roll.
At D6 you can add to your roll. And then I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mark on the bear in front of me.
Yeah, you're. Just so you know, you're breaking up.
Bardic Inspiration? Is that a bonus action?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay. Cool beans. And what were you casting on this bear? Vicious Mockery. Disadvantage on the attack roll makes damage. DC 14 Wisdom save. Okay. D20 plus 1. It does not save. You mock the bear. It has a stupid face and is dumb and ugly. Anyways, you can mock the bear how you choose.
Guncork smells better than you.
Oh, burn.
He takes 5 damage and he's on disadvantage on any of his next attack rolls until the end of
The
his
burn is so bad. The burn is so bad. The bear just rolls over and dies of shame.
Okay. That's everything I can do in my turn.
Sylvie. Also, the donkey gets scared. And isn't there.
I thought he just wets himself.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your donkeys always wet themselves.
During combat.
Dang it.
I'm gonna switch out to my short bow
Alright.
and shoot the bear that's currently eating Guncork.
You have bardic inspiration if you wish to use it.
Okay.
You take out your short bow and aim at the bear currently mauling Guncork's face and take a shot. Your shot strikes true, but not in a spot that's very particularly vital. However, it does seem enough to topple the bear as it slumps over, exhausted.
I'm the best.
I'm the best. Did you want to use any of your move speed? And move somewhere?
I guess not.
There.
Alright. Erdan, people are dying all around you.
So far, only one person that I care about is dying. If I move to help it, I'm putting myself directly in the path of an angry bear. So, you can wait a turn. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peek over Barry's shoulder and just kind of point at the currently alive bear with my free hand. And flames will descend from the heavens to smite it, the power of my god.
Muttering a short prayer, flames descend from the heavens, striking the bear. It attempts to dodge to the side.
Oh, I mean, that's all.
It dodges to the side just barely as the pillar of flame strikes near it.
Think of this so,
Second
Aaron.
say I tried.
This bear denies the power of your god. This is an unholy bear.
Odasto, it is your turn.
Well then,
Sure you don't want to keep the meat between you and the bear?
I need a clear line of sight to cast my spells. Just checking. Okay. So I'm just going to a coin.
Oh, fun.
Fun. So Odasto's going to, with bravado, start yelling, "Taste the fiery fury of the House Trevny!" And he casts a spell, and a glimmering blue ray comes out of his hands.
It's very frosty fire. Wild magic? What is the wild magic rules? Oh, it's only if he rolls a 1. Okay. Gotcha. So that does hit. He takes 4 frost damage. As you say, taste the fiery fury of House Trevny.
Trevny.
Trevny. You
I look
shoot.
at my hands afterwards, like, this was not supposed to happen.
You shoot what you thought was a fireball, but actually turned out to be a ray of frost. And you look at your fingers like,
Target is
oh, that's
also
weird.
slowed by 10 feet.
Alright, target is slowed. Guncork, on your character sheet, the core stats. There's a death saving throw near the bottom right. Click it. Alright, so you click one of the successes. There you go. Guncork is on the ground, moaning in pain, but still alive. Grum, it is your turn.
Well, might as well just shoot him with an arrow.
You're getting sick and tired of these bears attacking your party, so you shoot at him with an arrow, but you miss, striking the ground.
Surprised you just missed and hit Barry.
Well, it wasn't an @1, so we don't have to worry about
You just
that.
hear Barry in the back. Ah!
Barry, there is a bear in front of you. You attack with your scimitar. And you say, okay, I got the hang of this now. The bear riles back to try and swipe at you, but you step back deftly and swipe at its inner arm. This seems to do the trick as the bear falls to the ground, unconscious and eventually dead.
Still in initiative order because one of us is taking death saving throws.
Alright. Ashporia, the bears are dead.
Well, I'm gonna take care of that right now, but I'm gonna use my last level 1 slot.
Does he sound robotic to anybody else?
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know what's going on.
You are turning into a robot.
Anyway, you hit 5.
Goncork heals for 5 and is brought back to the land of the conscious.
So do I clear that success thing now?
Yeah, you can clear that. You're back. You don't need to roll anymore. A troop of bears just nearly killed you all. Barry, you're like, holy what is up with these bears?
They were
Never happened
nothing.
before.
I retrieved my arrow. And the bear's eyeball.
Barry, you behind bears?
Sorry, we can't
I
understand
didn't hear
robot.
that, Robo.
I'm leaving him back.
Can I attempt to retrieve my arrows that I shot?
For the sake of dungeoneering, I'm gonna say you can't retrieve arrows, Joe.
My arrow broke. Someone give me a new one.
Don't you retrieve half your ammunition if you take the time to search the battlefield?
I don't know. I will look that up between sessions and then give you a judgment call.
Anyway,
So
next
everyone-
time we see bears, my vote goes to scaring them off before we try to kill them.
Well, I
No.
don't see them being scared off since they kind of.
They were
ferocious.
really tanky, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Challenge rating of 1/2, huh? Well,
I have my ways.
that's weird.
they threw fire at them and they didn't run away. And my understanding is, well, beasts are scared of fire.
Yeah, these
That's-
bears were acting unnatural. As I kind of like kick one.
Isn't that disrespectful towards the animals?
Those
No,
were
apparently it's fine
animals.
as long as you don't piss on them.
Anyway, is everybody important alive? Yeah, seems so.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. I don't have to heal at all.
It's not quite disrespectful if they tried to kill us.
Self-defense.
They started it. We finished it.
Alright, so we can continue going for like 30 more minutes, or we can end it here. What do you guys want to do?
I say end it here. Right
Yeah.
now.
I'm okay ending it here. Although, I'm going to ask from the group, Grum, who did you pay to, handle the first aid of around here?
I kept
Do you know-
Desporia alive. She took care of Guncork before I could get to him.
Just you.
It might have
Um,
slipped my mind. I don't know.
Well,
You know that you have a cleric with you.
Yes.
yes.
that is it.
Well, I was busy looking at the bears that were trying to maul me, so I might have missed that.
Do you require first aid, Odasto?
Well, you look at his chest, which has a large scratch from a bear's paw. Yes, I could use some assistance. Oh, look at those horses just zooming in.
Yeah, they've been conveniently behind you all along. Don't worry.
I will extend my similarly blood-soaked arm and heal you.
I will just
Much
sit here.
better
injured.
already. Thank you.
You are healed for 8 hit points.
Thank you. That's much better now. Although, these robes are ruined.
Oh boy.
I guess I'll burn his heal point too. Or a spell.
On who?
On myself. No one wanted to heal the druid.
Well, to be fair, you did kind of not make a very good first impression.
Jerk.
To be fair, you guys didn't make a very good first impression on him either.
Yeah.
As I sit here, alien in wounds.
I don't suppose any of you know mend.
Maybe one of your party members knows how to sew.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can probably
Maybe one of your
sew.
party members was a soldier and he picked that up.
Back.
Welcome back.
The roommates were just yelling at the TV, not at each other again.
So, Asporia, do you happen to, by any chance, know mend? Because my robes are kind of tattered here.
Sadly, I do not know that spell.
Well, I thought your kind of vagabond would have known that, but oh well.
Yeah, and also Mend has been changed to a different spell now. It's like
Well,
prestidigitation.
you know what I meant, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just I can't remember the name. Is it mending now, or
It's like prestidigitation or something like that now.
no? That no, wait, I'm
Mending.
sure.
Thaumaturgy is something entirely different.
Yeah, it's just called mending.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. I guess I have to pick up. Needle.
All right.
Right. some
Actually-
point.
No, prestidigitation. Transmutation cantrip. You instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
That's clean. I don't think it repairs.
Mm-hmm. That's not repairing.
Mending the spells?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
a first.
cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Cleric cantrip.
You can fix minor objects.
This spell repels a
Alright,
single
cleric
break or tear in an object. Oh, okay. Oh, no, if I take that.
All right. Well, if no one wants to do anything else, we shall end the episode here.
We shall
What-
lose the bears first.
What dangers lie ahead in the forest for the Order of the Monocle? Will they possibly
With
be
more
able?
bears, they're screwed.
Will they
want
be able to
experience
find
from level
Shoegrove? And if they do, how would they be able to find out what they need to destroy Zeakrod? Find out next week on Dungeons and Dragons. Was I actually recording? I was.